What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. So today is May 2nd. It is the second week of turkey season here in New Jersey. It's the first day of the second week that we can hunt here. So anyway, pretty much game plan for today. We're going to go hit up some state woods. Pretty much we're going to go to the first spot where I killed my bird last week. It's public land, so we're going to go over there. Last time we were there, there's a decent amount of birds on the property, so we're going to see what we can find. See if we can work some birds, get them to come over. If that doesn't work out, we're going to go try some private property. So right now it's about 4 in the morning, so I'm going to go grab some coffee and get moving. I got to try to beat some people to the spot. It's a pretty popular spot, unfortunately, but yeah, anyway, super excited. Gonna go hopefully try to get a bird. Anyway, I will see you guys at the spot once I get some coffee in me. See you there. There they are. Alright, we finally heard the first gobble. They're all the way in the front. We walked right by them. They didn't even gobble, so a little late first gobble, but we're gonna start hauling our way down there. Hopefully be able to get up, set up on them. Alright guys, so we just walked out of there. We just got back to the car. Interesting morning, I guess you could say. Went out walking the whole property first thing this morning. Of course, located the birds right next to the car, but they just didn't talk this morning when we first called and walked up in here. I didn't have time last night to try to roost some birds. I was working last night, so couldn't get out here to try to locate some. But yeah, those birds wound up landing across the creek, like I said earlier, and started walking off into private property. There's a field over there, so there's nothing that I can do to, pull them back over. Maybe we'll just wait and come back later. Hopefully they work their way back over here, but we'll see. I think right now we're gonna head over to another piece of state land over here and do some walking and calling, see if we can find anything. I think it's going to be a little tricky today. It's overcast, it rained all night, and it's drizzling right now. Speaking of rain, pro tip, don't wear leather boots when it's raining out. Didn't realize it was going to be raining as much as it was today, and my feet are now soaked. So, little pro tip for you guys. If you know it's going to be wet, you know it's going to rain, wear a pair of rubber boots. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get moving. Let's go head over to this other piece of state land. Hopefully we can get on some birds. I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we just made it to the next spot. Drove around a little bit. Saw a couple birds strutting in some fields, but it's private property, couldn't hunt it. We're back out to one of my properties. I'm gonna walk around, do some calling, see if we can get anything to gobble, and hopefully kill a bird. Hang on. Alright guys, so we were walking out and I did a call out on these power lines. Sure enough, a few birds gobbled right out here in a grass field about 400 yards away. They're still gobbling, hopefully they come in. I had two birds came in from the same location last week. Unfortunately they're both jakes, but let's see what happens. Hopefully we can pull them in again. No way. And that is what's called patience, guys. Holy smokes. That was awesome. Patience, patience, patience. Oh yeah. What a nice gobbler. Sorry about that, guys. I had to cut the camera. He started going berserk, but this bird's huge. He's so much bigger than I thought he was. Oh my gosh, look at this. 1, 2, 3 beards, guys. Holy smokes. This one might even be, nah. Looks like 3 beards. 1, 2, and 3. And look at the hooks on this guy. Oh my gosh. What a nice bird. Beautiful. Alright, let me go get my stuff. And we'll talk about what just happened. Alright guys, here he is, all cleaned up. He's looking beautiful. What a hunt that was, I'll tell you what. So, as you guys saw, we started the morning off with a kind of a slow start. Took us a while to find the roost. We finally found them, and unfortunately they landed on private property. So we drove around a little bit, saw a few other birds strutting some fields, but unfortunately they were private as well. So came to one of my private property pieces, and I figured since these birds are kind of all out in the fields today, it's a little rainy. Turkeys tend to go to fields and open spaces when it's raining out. So we wound up coming here, walked through the woods again, and came out to these power lines here, and got a bunch of birds that gobble behind me over here. And I've had that happen before, and it's pretty much a horse pasture that's way down the power lines, probably like 400 yards or so. And yeah, there was probably 5 or 6 birds gobbling like crazy out there, and for some reason there's a fence line that divides these power lines. There's 2 different property lines, and these birds got hung up on that fence line and just would not cross. And either they just had hens with them, or they didn't want to you know, cross. They wanted me to come to them, type of thing. So it took some patience to try to keep working and get these guys to finally cross the fence and come over, give us a look, so that way I could get a shot at them. As you guys saw, I had to make a move. It was kind of weird. So the birds walked into the timber here, well, to the edge of the timber and these power lines, and one of the birds actually started gobbling behind me in the woods. So I real quick grabbed my stuff and turned around and was facing the woods. Well, then maybe like a minute or 2 later, they're back in the power lines gobbling. So I had to turn around, get reset up behind some brush over here, and get ready. So I kind of had to real quick hectically throw everything together, get the camera ready, and within 5 minutes this bird and another bird come walking through the power lines and actually come down this grass edge here and step right over to our right here. And they gave me about a 35 to 40 yard shot. And I never saw this bird's beard. I could tell he was a tom by his fan. All the feathers appeared even when he was strutting. So that's the one I picked, and it definitely paid off. This bird's got, like I said already, he's got 3 beards going on. He's got some nice hooks on him. Beautiful bird. But I'll tell you what, that's what patience does when it comes to turkey hunting. Sometimes you have to sit there for hours and hours and wait to get birds that are hung up, to get them to convince them to cross and come over to you. You know, in the nature, the hens go to the toms, and you're trying to beat that while you're hunting. So it's definitely challenging sometimes. And I sat here for 2.5 hours calling and calling. And what I would do is I would get up and I walk back this way and walk this way and call and call and call, which eventually finally made them curious enough to pull out and come cross that fence line and come down this way. It seemed like every time I got a little bit closer to them, they would come closer to me, but they wouldn't just finish. They wouldn't cross that fence line and give me a look. So that's why I had to keep playing the back and forth game of calling and whatnot. So, and hey, it paid off. I mean, I don't know where those other birds were or what they were doing, but I don't care. This beautiful bird and another decent looking bird, I saw it flying away, you know, came in and gave me a shot. So super happy about this guy. He's gorgeous, beautiful, and super excited. Tagged out again on my second opening week. This is week B in New Jersey. It's May 2nd, and needless to say, I'm tickled pink. So we're gonna go get this bird cleaned up. I got a doctor's appointment I gotta get to, so I gotta get moving. But I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. And please like and subscribe, okay? And drop a comment down below if you want to see any other new videos or have any questions or concerns. Just give me a heads up and let me know. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time on Milo Outdoors. Stay safe.